This Read 180 topic is made possible by a grant from
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Celebrating the joy of kids growing through interaction.
And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the annual financial support of viewers like you.
Do you ever wonder what math has to do with the real world? Well, JW put together some videos to answer that burning question, and she's focusing on a very cool part of the real world where math and technology play an important role, the entertainment world. So in this topic, our VJ JW is taking us behind the scenes of showbiz. Roll 'em.
Action! I always wanted to say that. So, you're watching a movie and you're wrapped up in the action. Or if it's not too good, maybe like me, you're concentrating on your popcorn. Or maybe you're thinking about the math that goes into making films. Bah! I don't think so. But the cool thing is that thanks to math and technology, movies are getting slicker. Watch.
Movie magic.
Fruit dances. People coast through the sky. A heart flies out of a chest. Anything is possible in the movies. Computer animation creates the things that make us laugh and scream. Thanks to high-tech advances and a heavy dose of creativity. Whether you want to make toy soldiers come alive or make Candy play the trumpet, computer animators like Ellen Poon start by looking at an object from every angle. They figure how it would move, why, and what each movement means. They also add their own attitude and humor to give the object personality and make it seem real. First they do sketches. Then the mouse becomes a pencil as the animator programs in each line and each tiny motion. The computer stores each move, calculates each angle, and builds each frame of film to create what appears to be a 3D object. They program in colors and shapes, and from there the computer takes over, fills them in, and gives life to the lines. When the final images are married to film, it looks like movie magic to most people, but we know it's really the work of a clever animator with her hand on a mouse and her creativity in high gear.
Spoken!
So Ty, is this supposed to be work? I go out and research videos on how people use math and science, my favorite subjects, to make us smile and scream. First, there's Ellen Poon with her expendo faces. And now the next video is about someone who turned a love of math into a lot of laughs. Watch.
Do the math.
Victoria Aguilera is taking a spin on the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland. And believe it or not, she's at work. Victoria is a mechanical engineer at Disney and one of the designers of this ride. Today she found out the bracket that supports the floorboard needs to be redesigned before the ride opens, and time is running out. But she's cool. Maybe that's because she's a long-distance runner and knows how to pace herself. And maybe it's because she's used to rocky roads. When her family immigrated here from Mexico, she was only 8 and couldn't speak English. So she was put into classes for struggling learners, but she found a way to do a 180. First, since numbers are the same in any language, she started doing well in math. Later, Victoria learned English, became a good student, aced college, and began a career using her love of math. That career has taken her here, countdown to finishing this ride, and she makes it. The bracket works, and it's well disguised to look like part of the car. The ride opens on time, and of course, Victoria needs to take a test drive. So, I guess this means that what starts in math class can lead to thrills and chills. Who knew? I always help my brother with his math homework, so he bought me this hat. He says I have a head for numbers. This hat could also work for Victoria Aguilera, as well as the person in our next video. It's about a man whose math path has taken him to the bright lights of Hollywood. Let's see how one man can spend up to 60 million showbiz bucks. Roll 'em!
Big spending.
Moctezuma Esparza is a successful Hollywood producer. Tough job. He's responsible for hiring big crews of people and managing movie budgets that could be up to $60 million. And here are a few of the places where he spends some of those big bucks. Moctezuma might pay $1 million for the rights to tell someone's story and another $1 million for the script. Everyone knows it takes big bucks to hire an all-star cast. And a good director's not cheap. And that's just the beginning. Moctezuma hires a director of photography, camera operator, assistant camera, and someone just to focus the lens. And of course, there's the guy who does that. Then he needs gaffers to light, grips to lug stuff, and best boys to help everyone out. He'll hire a boom operator to hold the mic and a mixer to record the sound. And it all takes place on a set that has to be designed and then dressed. And talk about dressing, wardrobe and makeup are key and not exactly free. Then if the director wants special effects, Moctezuma adds another chunk of change to the budget. Now, once the scenes have been shot, he has to edit the footage, mix the sound, hire a composer, and record the music. And that's not all. It takes hundreds of people to make a movie, and Moctezuma keeps up with all of them. So the next time you gripe about the price of a ticket, remember Moctezuma's budget in those hidden expenses. I don't mind being in front of a camera and just being me, like now. But if I had to act like someone else, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? Not me. But if I could be in a movie and see all the special effects and stuff and not have to say anything, I'd be one happy little star. So researching this next video is like a ride to heaven. Watch.
Wild ride.
In the last 100 years or so, amusement parks sure have come a long way! Especially roller coasters. And these awesome advances are thanks to the loopy combination of designers' twisted imaginations and some slick computer technology. The king of roller coaster designers is Ron Toomer, a former rocket engineer who's designed some of the scariest rides on the planet. He always begins with a simple wire and innocently twists it into gut-wrenching turns. He does pencil drawings, then computers do the rest of the calculations and simulations.
There's always going to be people that want to do something that's wilder and crazier and faster and taller.
And computers help with that. They can calculate the effects of speed and force and see just how much faster the coaster can zoom and how terrifying the turns can be. So, thanks to technology, we have coasters with speeds up to 73 miles per hour and twists and turns in every direction imaginable. But they're still actually safer than crossing the street. But try telling that to the people who are zooming upside down while their stomachs do U-turns.
Whew, that was a wild ride. You're finished with thrills and chills.